go to nursing homes because I know a lot of people it's really impacting their lives. So go and look at your state statutes regarding um, child protective services, children
And
and families.
yeah, and friends,
Okay.
I have a link on the Healthy American
Mhm.
to a link to all of your state laws. So
Oh, great.
it's Justia Law or Justia
Hmm.
Law, and then you can click through to your states. Now, sometimes those links are broken. I'm not responsible for that, but I do have all of that under laws and legal. So you have ways, friends, of finding the statutes in your state, which are your
Yeah.
laws that were passed by your legislature.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're specifically, especially in Florida, because we have, the New Yorkers coming down here. So we have nursing home abuse statutes, and the agency that deals with it is the Department of Children and Families. So there's two sets of statutes. We got public health and social welfare. It has to do with resident Bill of Rights. So this is really cool because, I mean, they violate almost every single one. That's what I'm saying. There's no reason why we should lose this stuff. I mean, look at this. The right to religious
Yeah.
liberties, uncensored communication,
And
visitation.
And John, let me ask you this because there are also federal civil rights
Yeah,
called uh,
yeah.
civil rights for, it sounds like incarcerated, but it's a different word, for institutionalized persons. It's called
Yeah.
CRIF.
Okay.
Um,
Yep.
would that be in a different, well, I know we're not going to court yet. This is just putting people on notice, but
Well, it's
the
a
fact is
different.
there are federal laws, there are state
Yeah.
laws on all of this.
Yeah, the federal laws would be under the Department of Health and Human Services. You'll find this. I mean,
Okay.
your federal statutes are in what's called the United States Code,
Yeah.
and in like Washington would be the Revised Code of Washington. California is like California Civil Code,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Florida is Florida statutes. You'll find it.
Yeah.
Just Google it. You Google any of these phrases you see here. You
Yeah.
Google this,
With
you'll
your
get it.
state name. Yeah.
Yeah, put your state name. But look, I mean, they hit all of it. I mean, imagine you have a right to meet with your family, you know, be informed. It goes on and on. You could
Wow.
select whatever. You don't even have to take medical advice you're given. You know, I mean, there's no reason. It's so easy to document this. So you call up the nursing home and they're saying you can't see your mom and she's 87, but you can talk to her on Skype. No, that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there during your normal hours. I'll be over there. And then if they don't let you, then you do the same thing. You document everything, and then you go to your state agency. And again, it's one of those forms. You file a report or complaint with the Department of Children and Families. Okay, like here in Florida, it's probably the same in your state. We have the two sections, right? So this happens to be uh, public health, section 400. Okay, residents in nursing homes, and then you have another section um, that is a little more detailed. Okay, your resident bill of rights, and this one was quite lengthy, but I went and put everything in there. But again, you can go look this up yourself. So then, what do? You find out what violations are being done, list them all, get the names of the manager, get a copy of their policy, the nursing home, and you want to find the agency and you want to file a report. Now, here's so you get through all the statutes that pertain to the nursing home, and you go to your agency. Okay, that's where I'm gonna I'm going to say, I think you're done. Okay, this is it. But if you have to go to court, this is where there are what's called pleading requirements. If you have to go there, I doubt you're going to. This is what you have to say to the judge. You have to put these one, two, three, four in there. That language. Then you have to put behind each one. You have to put the supporting facts. This is called the elements of the pleading. It has to be adequately pled. And if the other party files a motion to dismiss, you can file an amendment. Like a lot of times the attorney will file. This is hopefully, I'm saying this so that hopefully you're not going to be intimidated by this. If the attorney writes back and asks that your case be dismissed, he has to admit everything. That's the only condition. If he asks the case to be dismissed against his client, that you're suing the store, he has to admit everything you're saying, and he has to give a reason why it should still be dismissed. And so one of the reasons is he'll say, you didn't plead this correctly. Well, thank you very much. I'll go correct that and file an amended version.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we use the attorneys to help push the case along because they have to tell you what's wrong with the pleading. and you can go correct it. So what you do is you call it an amended pleading, and then you add in the missing information that the attorney just complained about, and then you send it to the court, and you then ask the court, I'm asking permission to amend the pleading. Here's a copy of the pleading. I've already served it on the defendant, and the judge will accept it. They have to accept it the first time. I've seen people amend pleadings like 5 times, but you're not going to have to do that. So don't worry about messing this up, okay? If you have to go to court. But like we're talking about, I mean, we can go on for a long time, but collect your records, understand the issues, your property rights, and then know who to deal with first. And lots of times I think you're going to get it resolved with a well-written complaint to the chief counsel and or a government agency, even if it's the one pushing the problem. I think they're still going to have to solve it.
I love it. John, take us off screen share, would you please, for now, because what you're saying is very important. I want people to understand this. Friends, John has given us like a 60-page document with all of the how-tos, with sample letters for Sprouts, for the nursing home. And the bottom line is this: you have rights that are protected by the law. The laws don't give you rights. The laws are restraints against those that seek to violate your rights. We are learning now how to put these establishments on notice, how to actually file against them with these documents. We've noted everything. We're going to submit it to the chief counsel. And I think we can do the same thing for the nursing home. That can go either to the and some of these are smaller group homes and things, but this needs to go to the highest individual who's responsible. And hopefully it doesn't go to court. We want the resolution, not of money, but we want the relief to be that they stop harassing us, that they stop violating our rights. And I know sometimes it's easy for people to project far in advance. Well, what if this happens? What if that? Let's not go there. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.